Virgo, I need you to go stand in front of a mirror right now. Not the mirror in your bathroom where you usually stand under fluorescent lights, picking apart your reflection with the critical precision of a diamond appraiser. Not the mirror where you suck in your stomach and turn to the side and catalog every flaw like you are taking inventory of a damaged shipment. I need you to find the biggest, clearest, most honest mirror you have access to, and I need you to look, really look. Not a glance, not a scan for imperfections, a look. Because something has happened to your body. Something is happening to your body. Something so profound, so visible, so undeniably transformative that the people around you are literally stopping in their tracks. They are doing double takes. They're forgetting what they were saying mid-sentence. They are texting each other about you. They are whispering when you walk into rooms. And Virgo, I am not talking about a new haircut. I am not talking about a outfit that fits particularly well. I am not talking about the kind of compliment people pay when they have nothing else to say. I am talking about a fundamental shift in your physical frequency. I am talking about your body becoming a beacon. I am talking about your cells radiating a light so palpable that people are shocked by your presence. They cannot believe how you look. And the wildest part, you have not even noticed yet. You are still operating from the old script, still checking for flaws, still bracing for criticism, still living inside a self-image that was formed years ago under lighting that was never flattering. But the world sees you. The world sees what is happening, and the world is stunned. I want you to think about the last few times you were in public. I want you to think about the coffee shop where the barista stared a second too long before remembering your order. I want you to think about the coworker who paused in the hallway and said, "You look different," but could not finish the sentence because different was not big enough a word. I want you to think about the friend who took your picture and then looked at their phone with an expression of confusion, like the camera had captured something their eyes were not sure they were seeing correctly. I want you to think about the stranger who held eye contact for 3 full seconds longer than social convention allows, not because they were rude, but because they were mesmerized. You thought you were imagining it. You thought it was a good angle, you thought it was the lighting, you thought it was a new shirt or a better night's sleep or a filter on the camera. But Virgo, it is not the lighting, it is you. It is your body. It is the physical vessel you have been inhabiting, criticizing, managing, controlling, pushing, depriving, exhausting, and occasionally punishing, and it has finally turned a corner. It has finally aligned with the truth of who you are inside, and the result is visible. It is shocking, it is magnetic, it is the kind of transformation that does not require explanation because it explains itself. Your body is speaking a new language, and people are fluent in it, whether they realize it or not. The human eye is trained to detect vitality. The human nervous system is wired to respond to life force. And your life force, Virgo, has been turned up so high that you are glowing in the dark, literally. If someone were to photograph you in low light right now, your skin would seem to hold its own luminescence. Not because of a product, not because of a treatment, but because your cells are vibrating at a frequency that generates light. Your posture has changed. You are holding yourself differently. Your spine has elongated. Your shoulders have dropped into their proper sockets. Your chin has found a new angle. You are not trying to be smaller anymore. You are not folding yourself into the corners of rooms. You are not apologizing with your shoulders or diminishing yourself with your stance. Your body has remembered its own architecture. It has remembered that it was designed to take up space. It has remembered that it is a temple, not a storage unit. And that remembrance is visible from across the street. People feel it before they see it. They feel the shift in the air when you enter a space. They feel the temperature change. They feel their own bodies respond to yours with a kind of primal recognition that bypasses thought entirely. They see you and they think, without knowing why, something is different about that person. Something is powerful. Something is beautiful in a way I cannot name. And I know what your mind is doing right now. You are trying to find the flaw in this reading. You are trying to check the evidence. You are thinking about the last time you looked in the mirror and you still saw the same person you have always seen. You are thinking about the feature you hate, the part you hide, the thing you cover with clothing or makeup or strategic positioning. You are thinking that this cannot be about you because you know your own body too well, and your body has always been a project, never a masterpiece. But Virgo, that is exactly why this is so shocking, because the transformation did not happen where you were looking. It happened underneath. It happened in the place where your spirit meets your skin. You have been doing the inner work. You have been healing wounds you did not even know were bleeding. You have been releasing shame you carried in your hips and grief you stored in your jaw and anger you locked in your lower back. You have been forgiving people, including yourself. You have been setting boundaries that stop the leak of your life force. You have been feeding yourself differently, not just food, but thoughts, not just nutrients, but beliefs. You have been walking away from situations that drained you. You have been saying no to what diminishes you. You have been choosing peace over chaos, truth over performance, authenticity over approval. And your body has been listening. Your body has been recording every single choice. Your body is the ledger of your soul, and the soul has finally balanced in your favor. The shock on people's faces is not just about aesthetics, it is about resonance. They are seeing something they do not see often. They are seeing a person whose inside matches their outside. They are seeing integration, wholeness, a body that is no longer at war with the mind that inhabits it, a body that is no longer a battlefield but a garden. And gardens are shocking in a world of concrete. Beauty is shocking in a landscape of gray. Health is shocking in a culture of exhaustion. You are shocking because you are becoming rare. You are becoming the exception. You are becoming the walking proof that it is possible to look like ease, to look like joy, to look like someone who actually loves being alive. And that look, Virgo, that look is the most attractive thing in the universe. It outshines every conventional standard. It transcends every trend. It makes beauty magazines irrelevant because what people are responding to is not a shape or a size or a feature. It is a frequency. It is the hum of a person who has finally come home to herself. And that frequency is rewriting the way light hits your face. It is smoothing the tension from your brow. It is brightening the whites of your eyes. It is lifting the corners of your mouth even when you are not smiling. It is changing the chemistry of your skin. It is altering the rhythm of your walk. It is making your hands look graceful. It is making your silence look powerful. It is making your stillness look like art. I want to talk about the envy because it is coming, or it is already here. You are going to start noticing that some people do not look happy for you. They look disturbed. They look unsettled. They look at your transformation and they feel something that is not admiration but discomfort, because your change is holding up a mirror to their stagnation. Your vitality is highlighting their exhaustion. Your glow is exposing their dimness. And some of them are going to try to minimize it. They are going to say, "You look tired," when you look radiant, because they cannot tolerate the contrast. They are going to say, "Are you sure you are not overdoing it?" when you are finally thriving. They are going to ask if you have had work done, not because they think you have, but because they need an explanation that does not require them to examine their own choices. They are going to accuse you of changing, of becoming arrogant, of thinking you are better than everyone else simply because you stopped shrinking. They are going to project their own insecurity onto your expansion and call it selfishness. And Virgo, when this happens, you must not let their discomfort shrink you back down. You must not apologize for being visible. You must not dim your light because it makes someone else squint. Your body is yours. Your transformation is yours. And the people who are truly for you will celebrate without reservation. They will look at you and their eyes will fill with genuine joy. They will say, "Whatever you are doing, keep doing it." And they will mean it from the depths of their hearts. Those are your people. Everyone else is just a witness to your becoming, and they do not get a vote. But let me tell you about the other reactions, because those are the ones that matter, the ones that confirm what I am seeing. The ex who sees you from across a room and physically stops walking, their mouth slightly open, their eyes scanning you like they are trying to locate the person they used to know inside the person you have become. The friend who hugs you and holds on a second longer because your energy feels like medicine. The child who looks at you and says, "You look happy," because children see the truth before adults have learned to filter it. The stranger who asks you what your secret is, and when you say you do not have one, they look disappointed because they were hoping for a product or a pill, not the invisible truth that you simply started treating yourself like someone worth caring for. The lover, current or future, who cannot keep their hands off you, not out of lust alone, but out of reverence, because your body has become a place they want to worship. The photographer, the artist, the creative person who sees you and wants to capture what you are radiating because it is so undeniably, visually, spiritually compelling. These reactions are your evidence. These reactions are the universe's way of showing you that the inner work has externalized, that the healing has manifested, that the love you have been pouring into yourself has finally overflowed into your physical form. And your body is responding to the attention, not by becoming vain, but by becoming more itself. It is like a flower that has been waiting for the sun and finally found it. It is opening. It is blooming in ways that are specific to you. For some of you, this means your skin has cleared in a way that no dermatologist could achieve, because the acne or the rashes or the inflammation were never just physical. They were the body's way of speaking a language of stress that you have finally learned to translate and release. For some of you, your weight has shifted, not through brutal restriction, but through alignment, because your body no longer needs to armor itself against a life that felt unsafe. It no longer needs the padding or the protection or the storage. It trusts you now. It trusts that you will feed it, move it, rest it, honor it, so it has let go of what it was holding For some of you, your hair has changed texture or luster or growth pattern because your scalp is no longer tight with tension. For some of you, your eyes have become so bright that people comment on them constantly because the sadness that dimmed them has finally been cried out. For some of you, your hands look younger, your neck looks longer, your spine looks straighter, your belly looks softer or firmer or simply more at peace. Every body is different. Every transformation is unique. But the common thread is that you look like someone who is being loved, and the person loving you is you. I want you to understand the mechanism because I think it will help you maintain what you have built. Your body was never the enemy. Your body was never the problem. Your body was a faithful servant that absorbed every unspoken word, every swallowed emotion, every moment of self-abandonment, every time you said yes when you meant no, every time you stayed when you should have left, every time you prioritized someone else's comfort over your own need to breathe. Your body kept the score. It stored the betrayal in your shoulders. It stored the rage in your liver. It stored the grief in your lungs. It stored the fear in your gut. And it carried all of that while still pumping blood, still digesting food, still walking you from one day to the next. Your body has been the most loyal friend you ever had, and you have spent years criticizing it for not looking the way you wanted, while it was literally keeping you alive through trauma and stress and exhaustion. But something shifted. You started listening to it. You started resting when it asked for rest. You started feeding it food that felt like nourishment instead of punishment. You started moving it in ways that felt like joy instead of penance. You started touching it with care instead of contempt. You started dressing it in fabrics that felt good against your skin. You started looking at it with gratitude instead of disgust. And your body heard you. Your body responded. It started releasing what it had been holding. It started repairing what had been damaged. It started showing you what it looks like when it is not at war. And the result is the shock you are seeing on people's faces. The result is the double takes. The result is the inability to believe how you look. Because how you look now is how you were always meant to look before life convinced you to carry its weight in your flesh. Now, I need to talk about what happens next. Because this transformation is not finished. It is accelerating. You are in the middle of a metamorphosis that has several more stages, and I need you to be prepared for the intensity. The attention is going to increase. The magnetic pull of your physical presence is going to become so strong that you will have to learn new boundaries. You will have to learn how to receive admiration without deflecting it. You will have to learn how to accept a compliment without adding a disclaimer. You will have to learn how to walk through a room knowing that people are watching without letting it make you self-conscious. You will have to learn how to be seen without performing, how to be beautiful without trying, how to be powerful without apologizing. And that learning curve might be the hardest part of this whole process because Virgo, you are not used to being the object of attention. You are used to being the observer. You are used to being the one who notices, who adjusts, who fixes, who makes sure everyone else is comfortable while you fade into the background. But the background is not big enough for you anymore. Your light is too bright for the wings. You are being moved to center stage, not because you asked for it, but because your energy demands it. And the stage lights are hot, and they are revealing, and they are going to show every part of you, including the parts you are still learning to love. And you must stand in them anyway. You must let yourself be seen in your full, glowing, imperfect, radiant truth. I also need you to protect this transformation because it is precious. and because the world will try to co-opt it. People are going to want to know your secret, and when you tell them that it was inner work, that it was boundaries, that it was therapy or solitude or forgiveness or rest, they are going to try to sell you something. They are going to try to tell you that it was a product, a diet, a routine, a hack. They are going to want to bottle what you have and sell it back to you. Do not let them, do not let anyone reduce your spiritual evolution to a skincare routine. Do not let anyone tell you that your glow comes from a supplement. Your glow comes from liberation. Your glow comes from the day you decided that your peace was more important than their approval. Your glow comes from the night you cried until you were empty and woke up lighter. Your glow comes from the boundary you finally enforced, the lie you finally stopped telling yourself, the person you finally walked away from, the dream you finally started believing in, the self you finally started loving. That is the source, and no one can patent that. No one can package it. It is yours, it is divine, and it is irreplicable. So when they stare, let them stare. When they whisper, let them whisper. When they ask what you have done, tell them the truth or tell them nothing. But do not let their curiosity become your burden. You do not owe the world an explanation for your radiance. You do not owe anyone a tutorial on your transformation. You do not have to become a guru or an influencer or a before and after story for public consumption. You can simply be. You can simply walk through your life in your newly luminous skin and let the evidence speak for itself. You can simply enjoy the feeling of your body finally feeling like home. You can simply relish the shock on their faces, not from a place of arrogance, but from a place of gentle, amused recognition. Yes, you can think to yourself, I know, I am shocked too. I cannot believe how I look. I cannot believe how I feel. I cannot believe that this body, this faithful, battered, resilient, miraculous body, has finally been given permission to show the world what it has been capable of all along. And the most beautiful part is that you are not finished. This is not the peak. This is not the final form. You are still becoming. Every day you choose yourself, your body will respond with more light. Every day you honor your truth, your skin will reflect it. Every day you live in alignment, your posture will grow more regal, your eyes more luminous, your presence more commanding. You are not looking at a finished product in the mirror. You are looking at a work in progress that has finally found its rhythm. And the rhythm is glorious. The rhythm is intoxicating. The rhythm is the beat of a heart that has finally remembered it is allowed to take up space, to be beautiful, to be seen, to be desired, to be admired, to be loved, not in spite of your body, but through it, because of it. Your body is the message. Your body is the miracle. Your body is the proof that you have done the work, that you have walked through the fire, that you have emerged not just intact but transformed. And people cannot believe how you look because they are seeing the truth for the first time. They are seeing you, the real you, the whole you, the you that was always there, waiting for the moment when the inner light finally broke through the surface. And that moment is now. That moment is every time you walk into a room. That moment is every time you catch your reflection and pause, not to criticize, but to appreciate. That moment is every time someone looks at you with their mouth slightly open and their eyes wide with wonder, and you realize, with a start, that they are looking at you the way you have always deserved to be seen. You are shocking, Virgo. You are stunning. You are a visual interruption in a world of beige. You are a reminder that beauty is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about the courage to inhabit your body fully. It is about the radical act of no longer apologizing for taking up space. And you have performed that act. You are performing it every day. Your body is the stage, your life is the performance, and the audience is captivated. They cannot look away. They cannot believe what they are seeing, and neither can you, but it is real. It is realer than the criticism you used to heap on yourself. It is realer than the old mirror. It is realer than the voice that told you you were not enough. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are a spectacle of self-love, and the world is watching in awe. If you felt the truth of this message, if you have noticed the stares, if you have caught your reflection recently and barely recognized yourself in the best possible way, if you are ready to own the transformation that is shocking everyone around you, I want you to claim it right now. Drop a comment below and write, "I am glowing." Let the universe know you see yourself. Let your own body hear you acknowledge its brilliance. And if this reading found you at the exact moment you needed to stop criticizing what the world cannot stop admiring, subscribe for more messages that reflect your light back to you. People are shocked by your body. They cannot believe how you look. And soon, Virgo, very soon, you are going to believe it too. Keep shining, keep glowing, keep becoming. The world has never seen anything like you.